Thank you for joining us for National Focus. I am Lourianne Graham Carter. Coming up, Dominica hosts reception to honor 20th anniversary of Cuban ties, new traffic route to take effect on Monday, and the Honorable Health Minister credits his achievements to a Cuban educational opportunity. Stay with us for the details of these and other stories after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Thank you for staying with us. The Commonwealth of Dominica hosted a reception in honor of its Cuban friends on Wednesday evening. Among invited guests were His Excellency the Cuban Ambassador to Dominica, Juan Carlos Rometa de la Rosa, Cuban graduates, Cuban diplomats, dignitaries of other friendly countries, and members of the opposition United Workers' Party. His Excellency the President of Dominica, Charles Savre, presided over the event at the State House. Wednesday, May 18th, marked 20 years since the two island states formalized diplomatic relations.
Today, exactly 20 years ago, the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica and the Republic of Cuba established diplomatic relations. However, long before, relations were established between our peoples when a first and a small group of 11 young Dominicans, some of them are here tonight, went to study in Cuba in the late 70s, returning as professionals to the natural island. Certainly, after established diplomatic ties, cooperation and brotherhood between our countries increased substantially. In all these years, almost 400 young people from Dominica have graduated in Cuba under the scholarship program to Dominica.
The Cuban scholarship program is the highlight of the long-standing relationship. The ambassador thanked Dominica for its support of the campaign to end the U.S. embargo against Cuba. For that, he says his country is grateful. Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs is Senator Francine Barron.
Since 2000, the Dominica Labour Party administration has expanded and deepened the friendship and solidarity between Dominica and Cuba, and we have increased the cooperation and engagement between our two countries. The fraternal bonds between Cuba and Dominica, therefore, go beyond the establishment of formal diplomatic relations. We consider Cuba as a sister Caribbean island with a similar history and culture. It is for this and other reasons that Dominica has stood steadfastly with the Cuban people against actions that have negatively affected them. The support of Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit and his Dominica Labour Party administration has been manifested by our unwavering solidarity and support for Cuba in the international arena, and in particular in the United Nations.
Cuban educators compliment DSC lecturers at the State Nursing School, and over 1,000 Dominicans have traveled to Cuba for eye care surgery. The Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit was represented by the Honorable Minister for Education and Human Resource Development, Peter Saint-Jean.
In the area of housing, in the area of engineering technology, in the area of education, we have seen that the Cuban trained graduates have made and continue to make a meaningful contribution to our national development. We can only hope, Excellency, that in the coming years we will see a strengthening of the relationship between our two countries and two peoples.
In addition to long-standing cooperation in health and education, Cuba now wishes to expand collaboration to agriculture. While Dominica toasts to at least another 20 years, according to the Cuban ambassador, Cuba too hopes for a long and fruitful relationship.
I would like to ratify the political will of the government and people of Cuba to continue the reinforcement, the relation of friendship and cooperation with Dominica. Dominica, tell me how we can help you, and Cuba will do it.
In other news, effective Monday, 23rd May 2016, traffic will be redirected for the reconstruction of the West Bridge. Just a month ago, the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, at a groundbreaking ceremony for the reconstruction of the West Bridge, announced that work would begin this month. A contract for $18 million was signed with NSG Management and Technical Services Limited for the construction of the bridge. Acting Superintendent of Police Richmond Valentine gave a demonstration of the new traffic route to take effect on Monday.
I'm now standing at the intersection of Riverbank and Great George Street. Motorists leaving the city on approaching the intersection of Riverbank and Great George Street will turn left on Riverbank. So I'm now standing at the southern entrance of the West Bridge. So once you intend to leave the city using Great George Street, you will turn left on Riverbank.
Motorists will continue in a westerly direction until they arrive at the Dominica-China Friendship Bridge. There, they will turn right onto the E.O. Libla Highway. Effective Monday, Riverbank will only allow for one-way traffic moving westward.
Motorists that are driving along Kings Lane moving north, when you get to the intersection of Kings Lane and Riverbank, you take a left turn. So if you're driving from Kings Lane onto Riverbank, at the intersection of Kings Lane and Riverbank, you take a left turn. Riverbank will only accommodate one-way traffic. So you'll be moving west along Riverbank. When you get to the intersection of Riverbank and Old Street, you can take a left turn. That is for those motorists who do not wish to exit the city. If you want to get back into the city of Roseau, you take a left turn on Old Street, better known as Washington.
The police superintendent has specific instructions for motorists using Hanover Street and Riverbank from the Roseau Market.
Motorists traveling along Hanover Street will continue to move northwards. You will not be allowed to turn right on Riverbank. As a matter of fact, there's going to be a no right turn at the intersection of Riverbank and Hanover Street. So you wish to exit the city, and you can only exit the city on Hanover Street. You will not be allowed to turn right onto Riverbank. Motorists traveling from the market area moving east on Riverbank, you will not be allowed to go past Hanover Street. When you get to the intersection of Hanover Street and Riverbank, you will take a left turn onto the Chinese Friendship Bridge.
After exiting the Dominica-China Friendship Bridge, motorists have the option to continue traveling north out of town or to turn right onto St. Johnston Avenue and left onto Steber Street. Acting Sergeant Julian Laura outlined the traffic instructions from the Dominica-China Friendship Bridge to the outskirts of the city.
By now, we should all know that vehicular traffic only flows one way on Potter Street, and that is in a southerly direction. Now, when reaching the junction of Potter Street and St. Johnston Avenue, motorists can turn left and then turn left into Steber Street again, or they can turn right onto St. Johnston Avenue and then right again into Elliott Avenue. You should not turn left onto the DC Bridge. You should only keep right onto Elliott Avenue.
The police also intend to move bus stops around the city to accommodate the construction of the bridge. For bus drivers and commuters traveling northward, Superintendent Valentine has other instructions.
Now I'm standing between two bus stops. The Portsmouth bus stop on my left, Salisbury and Marigot on my right. Those bus stops will remain in place.
For buses traveling to Castle Bruce and the Kalinago territory, Head of Traffic Assistant Superintendent Matthew Coffey gave this information.
At the back of me, where I stand, we will be moving the Carib Reserve and Castle Bruce bus stop to this location for the duration of the construction of the bridge.
Meanwhile, the St. Joseph bus stop will be relocated to River Street, Maho bus stop to Great George Street, and Goodwill and Fokole bus stops will remain as is. Acting Superintendent of Police Richmond Valentine is advising motorists that they will experience some level of inconvenience. He cautioned them to drive with care, attention and consideration for other road users. Officer Valentine is appealing to motorists to comply with the traffic signs that will soon be placed at the affected locations. You are watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The Honorable Minister for Health and Environment, Dr. Kenneth Daru, credits all he is today to the generosity of the Republic of Cuba. He was speaking with GIS News on the 20th anniversary of formal relations between Cuba and Dominica on Wednesday. The Honorable Minister reflected on the privilege of chasing his dreams afforded to him by Cuba.
Yeah, my dad was a primary school teacher, you know, he could make ends meet, etc. But I mean, where would my dad get the $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, you know, in the world to send me to achieve my dream, you know, being a doctor, which is what I've always wanted to be. Never wanted to be anything else in the world. Not sure how I got into politics, but that's another question. Seriously, that where else would my dad have gotten that money? Probably mortgages, his home that he worked his, you know, his whole life to build, etc. So we really shouldn't. It really cannot be. How would I put it? We really cannot say talk enough as to the contribution they've made and the training of the engineers. And I mean, we're talking about high-level tertiary degrees, high-level degrees, you know, that otherwise would cost the students or their families hundreds of thousands of dollars. That right now, that when they reach the Dominica, they would right now be suffering the burden of having to be repaying the student loans. So right now, you come back to Dominica, you get right into it. You could start building your home right away because you don't have to be thinking of half or three-quarters of your salary, otherwise going towards you know, educational loan.
He wants Dominicans who have gotten this opportunity to appreciate the rarity of such gifts.
We have to understand that each and every scholarship that the Cuban government offers any other country, it would mean that one less space available for Cuban residents. So we have to appreciate the magnitude of this generosity. And I mean, Cuba did all of this under very trying circumstances while going through what they call in Spanish periodo especial, or being translated literally special period, where they would have been facing the embargo and tough times in Cuba. Over the years, of course, we would have seen things get a lot better. And I recall my days in Cuba where there were times that much of what is happening in Venezuela now, where electricity would have to be rationed. And of course, you would have to get yourself ready, either study early, etc. So we really have to applaud the efforts of the Cuban government and their generosity in continuing this scholarship program throughout the years, never faltering even for one given year.
Honorable Dr. Daru says his achievements today go back to his studies in Cuba years ago, at a time when the future was unclear for both countries.
I think I'm the Minister of Health today because of Cuba. Because that's where I got trained as a medical doctor, and of course my diligence, my dedication as a district medical officer was, I think, what brought me to the attention, of course, of the public first of all, and eventually the political parties, you know, which sought after me to run the general elections. So I owe everything that I am today, I really owe to the Cuban government. And I'm hoping that the relationship between Cuba and Dominica can continue for the next 100 or so decades.
In other news, President of the Association of Music Professionals, AMP, McCarthy Marie, says plans are underway for the over 20 individuals participating in the Music Professionals Workshop to be certified upon completion. The 3 two-week workshops are organized by AMP and funded by the government of Dominica.
We are working with the Dominica State College, and we hope to have it certified to give them a level of competency because the college requires that the students to get a level certificate that says they have some competency in the whatever it is they're taught, they need to be assessed. So there will be an assessment of the individual students, which essentially is kind of continuous assessment, which will end up with the quality of recording that actually is made. Yeah, so the college is the one giving the certificate, so the students will have a certificate from the college. Yeah.
Speaking at the start of the workshop on record production and studio engineering on Wednesday, Marie hopes, however, that a higher level of certification will be developed for music professionals in Dominica.
My personal wish is that the college or some institution of learning would take on these things that we are doing somewhat in an ad hoc way and make it a formal subject area that the person who leaves high school would go to the college to learn how to do that, so that it would be part of a normal educational choice which students could have. But that, of course, is not left to me to decide how and when that will happen, but that's what I would really wish to happen. But however, just to say that the program we have is to do the songwriting, do the sound engineering, and the next program we hope to have, which might be sometime early September, is the music business. Now you've known how to write songs, you know how to record it properly. Well, how do you make money doing that with that? That's the next course we hope to have.
Participants will get a chance to showcase their work at the end of the course.
We had a songwriting workshop, that was the first event, and we hope to record 2 of those songs plus 2 others. So there'll be 4 songs that will be recorded. So that's where the students, if you like, will demonstrate what they have learned at the course.
And that's news. McPherson's and Luce is up next with the Creole highlights.
Allô tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson, c'est Luce. Premièrement, Dominique et puis Cuba ont célébré 20 années depuis ces pays établi relations diplomatiques. Cuba a déjà assisté Dominique en plusieurs manières et puis développement. Ministre de Santé, Honorable Dr. Kenneth Darrow, un graduate de Cuba, qui a complimenté le pays pour contribution pour le développement Dominique.
Premièrement, je voulais wish gouvernement Cuba et Dominique un bon anniversaire. Nous avons célébré 25 années à relation Cuba et Dominique. Et moi aussi, comme vous savez, moi c'est un programme product Cuba Train. Mon passé 7 années, ça c'est plus que un quart de la vie moi en Cuba. Moi toujours dire que si mon pour vivre Cuba, moi vivre sans hésitation. La moi sorti un petit peu bagarre la moi sorti de Cuba, moi encourager d'autres monde, encourager d'autres monde, notre village moi, les amis moi pour avancer à l'éducation que Cuba t'a offert nous.
Cuba fait une contribution bien significante en secteur santé Dominique.
Je vais parler de la contribution que Cuba a fait à ce secteur health. Parce que je suis ministre aujourd'hui, je cadre tout ça pour Cuba parce que c'est parce que je fais docteur à Cuba. Je vais travailler, je vais monter bien plaisir, je vais travailler comme docteur. C'est ça qui appelle à ma attention, c'est mon public, la monter un service avec ces partis politiques qui fait que approche moi beaucoup l'élection aujourd'hui. Moi c'est ministre, c'est moi voulais remercier Cuba au fond que moi pour tout ça c'est favorable parce que actuellement McPherson c'est pas pour Cuba comme on dit pour Cuba. La papa moi te taper pour $500,000 moi c'était avec plus pour éduquer moi pour faire docteur so contribution que Cuba fait à ce secteur Dominique comme on dit c'est bagaille nous pas ça fini parler comme ça tous ces docteurs qui ont traîné avec c'est juste ça ils ont offert nos spécialistes.
Alors, nouvelle, on promet que le Premier ministre, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, fait pour avancer l'industrie musique en Dominique, quant à peu succès de l'association professionnelle musiciens Dominique. Plusieurs musiciens qui ont reçu le traitement qui est facilité par l'ingénieur du Canada, Stuart Young. McCarthy Marie, c'est président de l'association musiciens Dominique.
Après dans Dominique, nous avons le monde qui a fait disque, qui a fait enregistrement, mais tout le monde là savent que nous pas l'école ici pour faire ça. Quand ça nous obligé de mener des gens qui ne pas vivre ici, qui ont une expérience et qui peut bah toutes ces boucles là Dominique ont chance pour faire un enregistrement qui est plus professionnel. Parce que si nous voulons vendre musique à l'extérieur, il faut nous avoir un enregistrement qui est capable de jouer à n'importe qui radio sur la terre.
Alors, nouvelle compagnie qui est en charge pour bâtir Resort and Spa Cabrits Range Development a annoncé qu'il a fait appointement compagnie NH International en compagnie Kawaib pour contracteur qui travaille à ce projet-là. Compagnie NH ni un bon record tout en Kawaib pour bon travail bâti projet comme ça. Vice Chairman Range Mohamed Asria qui a fait parole bienvenue pour NH bâti projet. Resort ça là c'est un gros projet pour Dominique et puis que premier hôtel luxury you ka bâti en Kawaib là. Projet ça là qui a été autant travail ba Dominicain. Compagnie NH qui a gardé devant, travail et puis range development, et puis mon Dominique pour bâtir gros projet ça là. Et aussi qui a gardé devant, fini projet ça là, à Silé. Et puis finalement, habitant Dominique a tapé bon avis pour travail et puis ministre agriculture pour bon qualité produit pour exportation. Parole ça là, sorti au chef département quarantine, M. Ran Ansem.
So encore nous les gens pour travailler avec le ministre de l'Agriculture, elle quoi vouer manger l'autre pays. Fait pas seulement l'autre pays, mais elle quoi vendre manger. On peut parler contre figue, dachine, bagay, les gimou. Choisi bagay là. Faire c'est meilleur cabbage là ou quoi vouer, meilleur figue là ou quoi vouer parce que moun les bon qualité bitin. Ou pas sans niveau n'importe bagay. Figue la ka gade noir taché en dans pays en moun nous pour comprendre nous en compétition avec d'autres pays yo ka voyer bagay yo qui bon qualité ou pas d'accord pour voir n'importe bagay en pays yo so nous le dit c'est planté pour travailler ministre agriculture garder comment nous faire bagay là bien.
Messieurs mesdames, ça c'est toute pour nouvelle en créole pour à présent. Non moi c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Before we leave, here are two announcements. The government of the Republic of Cuba is inviting applications for scholarships from the citizens of Dominica below the age of 25 years to pursue undergraduate studies in various fields except medicine for the 2016-2017 academic year. Applicants should possess a minimum of 5 CXC subjects, including mathematics and English, subjects with grades 1 and 2, or equivalent qualifications, an associate degree or A-level subjects in the related field. Application forms and further information can be obtained from the Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development. In other announcements, expressions of interest are invited to fill the position of Communications Consultant for the Building Capacity in Consumer Protection Project funded by the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB. The objective of this assignment is to develop and implement an information campaign to make Dominican citizens aware of their specific consumer rights. The complete terms of reference and application details can be obtained from the government website dominica.gov.dm under the link Vacancies on the GIS website in Announcements. You can also send an email to foreignaffairs@dominica.gov.dm. The deadline for submissions is May 25th. Your tip of the day comes up next. Here are some tips to exercise safely. Number 1, warm up cool down. Performing 5 to 10 minutes of low-level aerobic activity will get your blood flowing, increasing the temperature of your muscles and start you breathing faster. Number 2, stretch. Perform each stretch slowly and gently and hold up for 30 seconds. Number 3, get the right gear. Athletic shoes appropriate to the activity such as walking or running shoes, and wear appropriate clothing and any necessary protective equipment such as helmet for cycling or reflective clothing for street running. Number 4, add variety. Overuse injuries can occur when you do the same type of exercise over and over again. Number 5, hydrate. Simply drinking plenty of water. Number 6, listen to your body language. Hold off on exercise when you are sick or feeling very fatigued. Consult your doctor if you have pain that persists for longer than 2 weeks. With that said, have fun and choose an exercise routine that best suits you. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on our past National Focus newscasts on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is now also available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS production team, I'm Lourianne Graham Carter. Thanks for watching and join us again next time on National Focus.